Good science, by definition, allows for more than one opinion. Otherwise, you merely have the will of one man, which is the basis of cult.
If it's not in the frame, it doesn't exist.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Where you been?
Drunk.
Wendy, darling, light of my life.
What's your one purpose in life?
To explode, of course.
I like death with sex. How about you, Casey? You like sex with death?
Yeah, so fuck off and die.
I was finding out some interesting facts about this movie on my own because I was like, I had no idea. So it's like, I've always liked hockey. Ever since I was a kid, I went to a Grizzlies game and I got the puck and it stayed cold for months. Remember?
No,
in my child
right.
mind, it was like the fucking water from like Waterboy, where it was just like it's from a glacier.
right.
I thought it was so cool. Always liked it. I was kind of a Bruins guy, but obviously we got into it a lot these last couple of years, and then we got a team right here, and so I was like, oh, I know the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks. That's a team.
Oh.
I had no idea the movie came first. What the fuck?
I watch, or no, I listen to a podcast called Trivia Warfare, and they on their latest episode. So
You're
I
brushing
love it.
up on your
It's just
game
like,
show
it's
for when you go on a game show, right?
I know, right. Well, yeah, it's pub trivia just on a podcast.
That's fine,
and it's literally the best. I highly recommend it for everybody out there.
Sounds cool.
It's the best one I've ever listened to, too, because it's like how it's structured. It gives you enough time to guess, but then it moves along pretty well. And it's not like, I don't know, I've listened to a bunch of other ones and they're really stilted and dumb.
Listening to this podcast right now and go listen to that
yeah,
one.
please, turn this off. Turn this off. Yeah, because you don't want to listen to
they
this.
don't have
you don't need to
the good movie trivia we have.
I'm getting no, they do though.
Oh,
that is
fuck.
the funny thing. Oh no, wait, no, but they every once in a while they'll do movie, but
Sure.
they don't stick to pop culture that much, and so
Yeah.
it kind of bothers me because I don't know shit, so I feel dumb as hell
Right.
when I play it, but
Yeah.
it's really fun. Anyhow, they had a question on their latest episode. What's the hockey team? It was Utah Hockey Club. Just finally got an actual mascot. What was the mascot? What's the team? What's the team name? And I was like, oh shit, I know this one.
You know it. Yeah.
And they said the Yetis because they were like, is it the Yetis? They were like, and I was like, yeah, you thought it was,
fools.
you dummy.
Yeah, you're a huge Mammoth fan now. You got a Mammoth tattoo.
Oh, I'm a Mammoth. I'm like, go Horns.
Yeah, it's Tusks
that's
up,
like
dude.
my
That's
favorite.
what it
Goes
is.
Tusks. Oh, is that really what it is?
That is what it
Tusks
is,
up.
yeah.
Oh, that's cringy, but
Yeah,
but,
it is.
but beautiful. I mean, that's all sports.
The
right?
whole
they got a little cringe.
They're
to them,
trying the way they try to subtly sprinkle in like more family-friendly Mormon overtones into it to try and bring in more of the Mormon crowd because they're like hockey's not that violent and unruly, but they're like no the proud faithful herd and all this shit, and I'm like quit
the trad herd, the trad mammoth, that cooks for its mammoth's husband, and it's really
Anyway.
there's good values in there. It's teamwork. You guys are listening to this podcast that's gonna tell you all about teamwork, how to be a winner without it being aggressive.
Yeah,
and
it's
without
not
it
all-
being
it's about
like
sportsmanship.
the thing that you have to do.
Sportsmanship.
That's what
Working
this
a
month's all
team,
about, dude.
and it's about the love of the game,
It is. No, yeah, because Mr. Gordon Bombay had to learn how to love the game without thinking that he needs to win. And then they do win, and then that really spirals him. He just really gets his fucking ego goes up, dude. So hardcore.
Yeah.
If you watch like 2 and 3, he's so just like they still have fun, but it's very like he's like, we're gonna win, team.
He just becomes the villain, like he becomes the coach again.
He actually does, dude. So there's in 2020, it's like 2019 and then 2022 or something, or anyways, or even maybe 2022 and 2024. I can't remember. They like made sequels. So like
that
Gordon
racer?
Bombay is in them.
Yes. It's hilarious.
So there are it's like they did like Mighty Ducks like 1, 2, and 3 in like the 90s.
Yeah.
And then like 20 years later they started it
You
again.
got to coast on that, going back to the well.
Yeah.
This is the cult of hockey knowledge.
I
just
know,
kidding, not
really
really.
it is. I know so much about hockey now, dude.
The
Watching this,
cult
like,
of
you
cinema knowledge podcast and film club. That's Jordan. I'm the other guy.
Yeah.
We today are talking about
I'd
obviously.
be the goalie, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got a goalie body, bud.
I got the goalie's body, baby.
I'm like
I fill the net, dude.
I'm the water boy. You know, I'm the guy that like gets like.
No, yeah, you'd be really good at slamming the stick down in the bleacher area
I'd hurt
wherever they
myself.
sit. What's
Yeah.
that called?
Yeah.
What's it called where they sit?
I don't know.
In the
box.
ice box.
Yeah, something. The ice box.
Yeah, it's like
put them in the
I
ice
thought they had to-
chest.
Well, don't they get into the? I thought they got into the box when they made a penalty.
Yeah,
and then they were like,
the
"You go to the box."
The bench.
On my mouse,
It's the
coach.
bench where they're at.
Oh, the bench. It's just called the bench.
Just the bench. I'm sure maybe it's got something else. But anyway, we obviously, I said it earlier, if I leave all that in, I said that I had no idea that the team, the Anaheim Ducks, came as a direct result of the movie and not the other way around. I thought for some reason it was the other way around, but I was weirded out to think that the team, a whole sports team came. It's like usually you just make action figures, and they're like, no, we're gonna, instead of making action figures, we're gonna make an entire sports franchise.
Did,
So like,
yeah, they did make action figures. They're just made of flesh and blood and human beings that ice skate.
Yeah.
Do you know I
The
gave
Mighty
you a
Ducks.
little more flavor
This is the
text
movie.
to the Mighty Ducks?
yeah.
The reason they're Anaheim, think about it for just a minute. California, Anaheim, that's where Disneyland is.
Yeah.
It is Disney
owned
backed.
it. Disney
so Disney
owned-
owns the Anaheim Ducks. Or,
used
or
to.
owned.
They
I
used
don't-
to.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably.
But they
'cause
did for
they're
like
not the,
they
they're
did for
not
like the
Mighty
first
Ducks
15
anymore.
years. Yeah, for like
So
the
now
first 15 years
yeah.
they owned them, which is wild to me that
Right.
Walt Disney owned a hockey team basically. The Walt Disney
well, no,
Corporation.
It's because at the time in the 90s it was like oh my god, I'm gonna get his name right, Bob Enzer or something. Oh my god, what's his name? I'm
Something
so
like
mad.
that. The
I just
president,
had it.
the president in the 90s.
Yeah, the president in the 90s. He loved hockey so much that he greenlit this movie, gave it like a fuck ton of money, and then was like, let's start a team. Which I don't. This is something where I'm like, we're gonna talk about this. Maybe in depth. I'm not 100% sure because I really want to
we never know. We say we're going to talk about stuff,
how-
and then we just don't ever.
I know, right? And then we gotta forget. But no. I like right now. I'm getting into. I'm gonna skip the synopsis for just a second. We can get back to it. I just have to know because I know you like hockey a lot, but you don't have like, encyclopedic knowledge.
No, I'm a
about
newer,
the
I'm a newer
plays and the-
hardcore fan. I've been like a pretty big fan for
Right.
the last like 3 or 4 years. But
Sure.
it's like, yeah, I'm not like my wife. Like she's got the encyclopedic knowledge. I told her the Ducks
this-
fact, and she's like, "Yeah, you idiot." I'm like, "Oh,"
Yeah, she's like, you plebe.
And
Like,
they- and I'm
just like bow to me.
and I'm like, "Oh, they meet some dudes from the Stars," and she's like, "Yeah, the Stars used to be in Minnesota. They were called like the fucking I don't know, the Northern Stars or whatever." Because now they're in Dallas, which is all I've ever known, and I thought that they were from there because everything in Texas is Stars and the Cowboys is Stars.
Oh, it is
and
Stars.
So,
Oh, that's really funny.
so
It is,
the
yeah.
Dallas Stars, have been for a while.
Yeah.
I guess, but.
Right, yeah. But okay. Are the plays in this movie? Are you okay? So, okay, real quick. How does hockey work? Tell me how everything works in hockey. No, I'm
Everything.
just kidding. But it's more like I assume that there are like quadrants and you have sides, and similar to basketball. It's not like in basketball you could just like go anywhere you want on the court. You have to be like you have to kind of like stay in quadrants.
Well, you got
and
your
get over to, you're
you
like
got your
a defender
dudes,
on
right?
certain sides.
You got your
right.
you got your front, your forwards, and then you got your defensemen. And they kind of like hold the line.
Right.
But it's like
and your
there's,
backman.
There's really only rules. I mean, there are a lot of more nuanced rules, but there's only rules about like you have to have the puck in the attacking zone before you have guys over there, so you can't have a guy just hanging out by the net. You know what I mean? And then shoot it all the way to him.
So that
stuff like that.
Okay, so that because they did that a lot in this, where someone just stood by the net and waited.
You can if you're
and
close
then
enough.
Also, well, no, I know, but this game is like the continuity, schmontinuity, dude. We're
and
just here for
they're
the, we're here for
children
the
too,
feels.
so they're moving at like a much slower pace than I'm used to seeing.
That is true. But like, are you allowed to like stop and then just like fucking slap shot it in?
Yeah,
Can you just stop
but
like half
they-
court and
Oh yeah,
slap shot
but
it
the other guys,
Someone will just-
I was amazed
will
at how
just
much
stop
that
it.
happened in this movie because I mean it's kids first of all, second of all it's a movie,
Sure.
but in real life you don't have time to stand still because someone is always on your ass and will just take the puck from you. Like someone who immediately comes yoink that puck right from you.
Yeah. No, but I loved the presence that he had when he goes to do a slap shot.
I know it's great, and I've been saying for years now that I'm like we got to get some figure skaters into hockey to really just pull off some crazy
I
moves.
know,
to
Yeah,
bamboozle him. So when she does
that's
it,
another thing. When she's spinning and they get confused by her, which I guess it would make sense because you'd be like, "Why the fuck are you doing this right now?" It's kind of like it's just like it's like the kid in like the outfield that's eating grass. It's like
Yeah.
you're just like spinning. Like, why the fuck are you
but
spinning
it
right now, girl?
works.
But it worked, dude. It worked so good once. But
Yeah.
anyhow, also this had a lot of the like I was waiting for like the coach to get the rule book out and be like, it doesn't say that a fat kid can't eat ice cream on the ice or something. Like it's like the rule book doesn't say a dog can't play. Like he kept doing things where I'm like, are you allowed to do that when you play?
And I was thinking about like the flying V, that they do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, I don't see why not, as long as you adhere to the like offsides and stuff like that.
But see, that's what I mean. You just said
but
offsides, buddy.
Probably,
Dude, don't even get me.
You probably wouldn't
get me
want to,
started.
though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay.
Real,
what are we watching?
Real fast. Mighty Ducks.
What's the story?
Yeah. No, it's a very by the numbers, inspirational coach. Like fucking Gordon Bombay. He was a kind of a child prodigy, but he whiffed it. You know what I mean? And
he could have gone all the way.
He could have gone all the way, and he whiffed it. And he got second place in the final game and ruined it for his team. And so he quit hockey. And then years later, he's a lawyer, and he gets pulled over drunk driving. And they're like, "Okay, well, you got to do community service." And his boss is like, "Well, why don't you? I want you to give back." He keeps trying to find ways. He's like, "No, I want you to learn a thing or two." And so he gets put as coach of this hockey team, and he's like, "Oh, hockey's dead to me now. Ever since I was a boy, and now I got to do these guys and these group of misfit losers as always." And he brings them together, and there's some ups and downs, and they have their fallout moments, and they come back together.
They're like 4 montages.
Dude, there's
really
literally. I know. I was thinking about you and all the every time a
Yeah,
montage came around.
I hate montages.
There is like 4.
So
I counted
much.
at least 4.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal.
Yeah, there's so many montages. They get better. The fucking Duckworth is the boss, and they name the team. They get him to sponsor it, and they name the team after him. But then it turns out that the coach that they're of like the good team, the Hawks, was like still his old coach from when he was a kid, and it's like he's just like, oh, winning at all costs is all that matters. Just win, 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 win. And he, eventually Gordon turns a leaf and he's like, no, I want to be there for these kids. And they're like, no, you gotta switch some stuff up. And he's like, we're not going to do that. So he gets fired over it because his boss is friends with like the kid's dad and the coach or whatever. So, and they come back and they win it at the end, and they come around, and they're the family you find. There's also another kid that's really wants him to be his stepdad. He's like, he dates his mom a little bit. And then at the end, since they win, he's just like, I'm going to go to coach camp to train in like the slightly, because from the like Pee-wee to the minor leagues or something. He's like, I'm going to go coach that, which I assume is setting, I never saw any of the sequels or anything. So I'm assuming that's setting it up so like when they're older, they can like still be the coach. It's kind of like how in all those movies, the teacher's like, well, I'm going from junior high to high school. And then it's like in the next movie, they're like, now I'm in high school. And it makes sense that I'm here.
Yeah. I don't think he was going to coach.
I don't
He was going to try out to play on
Oh, he was? I thought he was just
So
like,
that-
I'm the ultimate coach now.
No, he's going to coach school. No,
Yeah,
no.
I think he's going to
it's like,
coach
it's
college.
because the stars. So I'll tell you the nuance of this. Like this is part of
please
the,
do. The
this is
nuance.
This is the plot that's so riveting. When he talked to the stars, they were like, "Oh, you used to be something good. If you ever want to try out,
Oh, that's right.
let me know."
He's
And
like,
so
I remember
"Oh, shit."
you. You were good back when you were a wee lad.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it showed him. So there's some beautiful. Thank you for the synopsis here. The beautiful Gordon Bombay, out there gracefully as an adult now, gracefully skating on the pond, and it's like you can see like it's got the really soft focus in that beautiful film where it's like he's out there contemplating his life, and he's like man, and you see him,
He finds
and you're
the
like,
joy
oh my
in
god,
it
he's still doing the drills too. It's like he fucking knows,
he
dude.
knows.
It's in his blood,
He's
man.
got it,
And so,
man.
anyways, so at the end, it's so funny how he goes literally. It's like the smallest little exposition dump where he's just like, I can't believe I'm gonna go try out for this game. I'm
Yeah,
like
okay.
half their age.
Yeah.
And he gets on the bus and waves goodbye. And it's just like that. And then he's like, they re-edited after the movie went out and it was successful. They came back and they reshot him going, hey everybody, we're gonna come back for episode 2.
Yeah.
No, but how his ending was so like, now we've got a title to defend, and then that's kind of That's the setup for the sequels.
Yeah,
And
he's like, "I'll be back."
personally, so the funny thing is like I assume you saw this as a child. I would
Dude,
imagine,
I don't think
or-
I. So I had thought I had, but I don't remember a fucking thing about this. So I actually don't think I did.
Okay.
Like not at all. I
No, maybe
usually-
you haven't. Maybe it's just in the zeitgeist. Like
It's in the zeitgeist.
it's like an Air Bud or something, where it's like you know the print,
Yeah, other than being about hockey, which again interests me more than any other sport or any other major sport. I mean, if you don't count like skateboarding or something, but it's like, other than that, this is the exact template of every kind of this type of movie. So it's just like watching it. I know I hadn't seen it, but I like knew all the beats because it was very predictable, and so it's just like, and which is fine, but it's like I feel like I've seen this movie because I have seen this type of movie like a million times. Just this is a different flavor, but I didn't watch it growing up, which is surprising. I don't know. I was a Three Ninjas kind of guy. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I love Three Ninjas, man. I loved this too. Like I'm like coming to find out, like when I was like looking this movie up, and like all the sports movies that came out in like the early '90s, I've seen them all. Like I don't know. It's funny. I played sports a lot growing up, but it's like I never really. Well, I'm not a sports guy.
No,
Like,
you just had the physicality, and so they're like, dude, you got to
Yes.
get this guy on the football team.
And
You know, like this is what it was.
Well, no, that's the thing. I liked it. I liked playing sports because
That's
it's
different.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels good and it's fun to play. And it's cool to be on there and like and I like made out with my coach was my
You made out with your
dad,
coach?
and,
Yeah.
I mean, no. I was gonna say I watched my coach make out with my mom.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. Like, and my dad left for some reason, but I enjoyed sports, and so I never cared about sports. But I've seen a
all
lot
the
of sports movies
sequels and everything. Then?
I've seen this. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Watching this, I've probably seen this one once in my life because I knew the beats. I'm like, oh yeah, but I literally didn't. He's a lawyer. I didn't remember that at all. Him being with like the mom, I don't remember that at all. Like I remember him being a kid, on the skate when he's ice skating and his dad comes out. I remember that flashback, like, because that's, I got daddy issues. So it's like, I remember that part. That was memorable. And I remember the flying V. That's classic. Like, I remember the last, when they play at the end and it's like, I loved the big brute kid that like, pushes him over and he's like, I'm out of the game, boss. And like, I remember those. But dude, I don't remember jack shit about this. It's the sequel. I'm thinking about the sequel. And I remember there's parts in the sequel that I like can remember because the sequel gets fucking zany, dude. They're like, they play like their games because it's like you don't need the montage to build up like their skills. They're already skilled. And so, and I think actually, they kind of do that. I think if I'm not mistaken, they haven't been practicing over the season that he was gone. And so Bombay comes back and he's like, we got to whip you guys back into shape. Let's get better than we were before. They do that. They add some new characters on, and then they get the Bash Brothers. So it's like the two big guys on there. Do you remember them?
Some goons.
And they do like no, dude. No. So if you haven't seen it, it's so good, dude. The Bash Brothers, and then they have a thing called the knuckle puck, where they flip the puck up onto its like end, so it's like vertical, and then they slap shot it like that, and so it just spins more, and it's like more powerful, and they just I don't know, it's just a gimmick, It's like as a kid you're like, oh yeah, the knuckle puck.
Get him with the knuckle puck.
Yeah.
Let me set you up then with my first viewing. So I hated this the first little bit.
I can imagine.
Well, only for a little while. So it's like I got soured because it's like I told my wife, I'm like, hey, we're doing hockey movies. I'm doing hockey only this week, where the next weeks I might like do different genres and stuff, or like different sports or whatever. But it's like I'm doing hockey, so we'll watch a hockey movie for sure. So you got to watch it with me. And so I told her to go vote. I'm like, right now it's between Mighty Ducks and Slapshot. And so you pick. I want to watch Slapshot, but
I know, me too. I'd rather have watched Slapshot.
Whatever you want to watch,
but...
you know what I mean? And she's like, ew, Slapshot's from the 70s. And so she's like, I want to watch Mighty Ducks. And then, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I haven't seen any of these, I don't think, really. So I think I've seen Goon, actually. But I was like, okay, cool. And we can watch it, all of us. It's a family movie. We can all watch it on, Sunday night or whatever. And so I put it on, and no one gives a fuck. No one, my kids do not want to watch it.
It is. The first 30 minutes is like not very fun.
And Mary was like not caring, and I'm like, I picked you picked this, and so I was just like watching it by myself, trying to listen, and I was like so annoyed because I was like, oh god damn it, you picked this fucking movie, and I was like just like not getting into it, but I stopped it, and then later I finished it when I was on my own and stuff like that, and I was kind of like getting more into like what it was. You know what I mean? Even like it's very cliche, heartwarming type, you know, like, oh, good values and good lessons to be learned. It's like the Disney of it all, you know?
Yeah, right. Really,
At first
really
was
sticks out.
pissing me off, but then I came back with a little bit of a refresher, and then I ended up enjoying it for the most part overall. But the zaniness, like you mentioned, is by far my least favorite part about this movie because it did not need it. It did not need it.
No, it really didn't. It'd be like I'm almost just like
just let the kids shine.
It felt kind of mature. Give a couple. I mean, I think a couple like fun, sneaky plays. That's classic. You need
that's
those.
good. But like
you have to have like the flying V is great, but her spinning.
That's fine.
And,
It's the sped
know,
up when they're
there's a
like
couple-
running from the guy who they did the dog poop.
Yes.
At the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck
That
is
whole
this?
that whole dog poop bit at the beginning, I was like,
why.
"Is this fucking Little Rascals?
Dude,
like,
I know.
what are these goddamn scamps doing?
And-
like, why are they doing this?"
It's fine, but it broke it every time because I'm like, if it was grounded in a little bit more grounded in reality, it's like it has the message lands better. But it's just like when you got the one kid who fires the shot, the really cool shot if they got the puck spinning in front of the camera and all the guys are dodging it, and it literally blows out the back of the net. It's like I'm like, come on, like it's fine. I feel like maybe I'm just a jaded adult, but every time something like that would happen where it was just like borderline cartoon, I'm like, it didn't need it. And it took away from like the actual inspirational story that's at the core of this thing, you know, of like, you know, Bombay changes to be a good man. He goes in the face of his career and his boss that's like, he turns out to be an antagonist, which, you know, earlier on he's like, oh, you know, being a lawyer is actually about integrity. And then later he's just like, psych, you know, it's about money or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
It's about winning.
and then they just fire him over it. But like, I don't know, the zany stuff pissed me off. So I'm sad it gets zanier because that doesn't need it. Like if the kids and Gordon are like, they're the heart. You know what I mean? He's got his good character, very classic character arc. And then the kids got their like from zero to hero arc and like coming together as a team and all that. Even though they were just a bunch of rapscallion scamps before, they could have had more strife.
Well, I like the kids in this a lot. And I do think they work really well. Like I don't watch the sequels because it does get zanier and they're just more tropey. But the one thing that bothered me about this, there's no like, it's weird. There's like no main character in the children, you know, that connects except Charlie. Charlie's like the only one with like a full name that like actually is like he gets like 5 scenes with the coach alone, and the rest of the time it's just like in the locker room for the other kids.
The rest of the time
so
it's like you're the fat kid, you're the black kid. You know what I mean?
You're the black brothers. That's
it's like everything that's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're like, there's like, and
Which
they
is
get like
fine,
a scene, and they built a little bit. It's the whole thing. It's like I don't need like
need
a
that.
character study in this.
This is
hockey
a
film.
step above a Disney Channel
But
original movie, but just barely.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, and I think it is back in that like, in the early '90s, they actually still like were like, okay, we're gonna make a competent film, and not just like because it's like watching. I saw like a trailer for the newer one, you know, the like 2021 whatever. It's like. It's nauseating. It's brutal, dude. It looks really, really bad. And I'm just like, maybe it's my age. Maybe my palate is different. I don't have nostalgia glasses for it. But like, there is something about just, it looks kind of like High School Musical, you know? It's like very like well lit.
We talked about this
and then it's like,
before
like
where it's just
super zany.
The super, everything just looks the same. Like, cause this like, don't get me wrong, like most of this looked like trash, but like in a way that like,
yeah,
these kind of
like film still.
Yeah, exactly. These kind of things did, and the exteriors were interesting. You know what I mean? Because they're like the real on locations and stuff like that.
And that's what's fun, dude. You know what's crazy?
There were some fun imaginative shots here and there too. You know what I mean? Surprisingly.
Right. And it's like I said, that I wasn't being facetious. Like I do think I really like him skating. It looks good.
It's
like,
nice. It's a good
got
moment.
like golden hour, and he's like on the ice, you know,
inspirational
with himself.
music. You
it's
know,
very, the music. Well, God, we'll have to talk about music too. But real quick, they shot on location in Minneapolis, and like it was like there was a point. So when Bombay and the mom, they go out and they have their like date and they kiss, they kissed and the saliva from their lips froze together. And they were frozen together, and they were ripping their lips off. They're literally
That's amazing.
like ripping the skin, and they had to like cut and like come in, and they had to like bring a makeup artist like to get them off,
Yeah.
to get them,
That's
get them
awesome.
unstuck because it was like probably like
So good.
0 degrees, or
Yeah.
like, like they said the whole
They
time
should've
they were
kept that,
filming, it was
though,
like it
yeah.
never got over 30.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean like
I felt the cold, like, and all that, like, because
But,
even
yeah.
like when the scenes, when the kids are all running around, and then like the dude chased him, he's like, and then he like falls into like the mud
dude,
or
that
whatever.
was-
I'm like,
no,
that looks
that,
cold
like,
as shit
that's-
though. Like,
That's a bad, yeah. Like,
bad, I hate
that's that's such a bummer because it's like it does. It like there's a point where I'm like, when it started, I was like, no, what is this?
Yeah.
Like I don't like.
once
I
it
don't know
gets
this at all, but-
going and you kind of
yeah.
get like more, I mean, into Bombay's character. I mean, he's not like that deep or anything, but it's like you get more into like him and the actual group and everything, and their dynamic trying to build up and stuff like that. And he's trying to do all the shady shit to begin because he hasn't changed yet, right? You need to change.
Yeah, right. He just wants a quick win.
Like then
but
it's
then
good.
It's like,
and I
you
think
know,
that's
then
when
he has
I was starting
learn.
to get gripped too, and like be on board and like just let go and have this inspirational and be like, yeah, get him, coach. You know,
Yeah,
just
right,
the
right.
simple,
And
the simple pleasures, really.
It is pretty nice when he's like, when he just I don't know. It is like he's like when he learns from his previous coach, who's just like, you're a loser and you're gonna like you'll never amount to anything. And he's like, it's no big deal. Let's go out there, kids. Let's have fun, win or lose. But do you know what's funny? He didn't lose the game for them. That's the part that's like that frustrates me. Everyone throughout the whole movie is like, you lost the game. Like it's like, oh, you like missed that shot.
Yeah.
No, they lost in overtime. That
Yeah.
was just a penalty shot where he was able to they would just get a leg up.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have won. It was just it's like they lost an OT. Like he talks about after that shot, they keep playing the game.
Yeah.
So like, why doesn't anyone bring that up?
Yeah, I know. And dude, I was cracking my ass up though when he goes into he's like, oh no, the Hawks, and then he sees like #1 champion, and then there's just the one flag that says #2 champion for the 1 year, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
And then literally the other coach is like, I wish they'd take that down, and I'm like, me too. I don't like, why, like.
I mean,
It's
yeah, why
fine,
would
but,
you do
like,
that? Yeah, and it's like, well, what's their? It's gonna say like #2 champions again for like 92. Like, is
Yeah,
that
the bummers.
they're gonna make another flag? That
I know,
just, like,
finally.
#2.
No, it's because,
Yeah.
and then the other coach just kills himself finally because he's the #2.
I know he does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like his like Prozac addiction like finally caught up
He
with
just
them. They're
walks
like,
out into the frozen lake and just cuts a hole in it and jumps in. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is
That's
fine
good.
film. I don't know.
Not,
I really,
not having
it's like,
the nostalgia though, because I feel like that is a big factor. Because
Yeah.
even though I hadn't seen it, I still have nostalgia for this type of movie, and
Right.
this like '90s is a very '90s Disney movie kind of vibe, like Disney's live action movie back when it's like there's a lot of charm in this. Surprisingly, I mean, I guess not surprisingly, but for me, I was like, seeing it pretty much for the first time as an adult man, it's like, I was like, okay, it took a minute for the charm to set in for me, because of my attitude, but also like the beginning was just like, all right, get on to the actual setup, and it didn't take too long doing it. But
well, no, I do. I think that no, but it took longer than I expected. I like I said, I don't remember him being. I remember
because it
so I
doesn't
haven't seen
matter.
this film.
The fact that he's a lawyer barely matters. Like the fact
I
that
know
he's
him
trying
being
to
like a
cheat
hotshot
a little
lawyer.
bit, but he
Yeah,
immediately
sure,
he's
right.
like one of the crown jewels. They're like, you can't. He's like, I win. He's like literally like 30-0. Like he's all about winning still as a lawyer. And
Right,
so at the beginning, he's like, I'm the best lawyer in town. And even his boss is like the fucking, the leader of the firm, Ducksworth, is like, you're one of the best lawyers we got, and but I want you to learn a thing about integrity. And then the second later, when he's just like, I can't, you wanted me to learn about integrity. I can't take back my appeal. And they're like, well, then clean out your shit. And I'm like, where's your lawyer fight now? You really just don't want to be a lawyer that bad? Like, that's fine, but
Oh, right.
sue. You
I know,
could
I'm
sue
like-
it. That's some wrongful termination shit, man. Like something like
Who's who's paying him now? Is he getting paid?
Dude, the fact
how
the
much does a
driver-
coach get made?
The driver they hired
the
for him
driver's
is like
his buddy.
still with him after the fact,
Yeah,
but only in like
that's kind of fun.
only in the
But, yeah.
montages. I don't know if you noticed that because I was like,
I know. Yes.
I was like,
yeah.
oh, so this like sidekick driver that they didn't really do, but also tried to make like this sidekick. Like he disappears
that
from
is
it, but he
antithesis.
shows up in the montage.
That is
It's
that's
like,
this film.
Yeah.
That is that film. They tried to like incorporate like a character, but then it was like black kid, and then that's it. You know, it's like you get that. I mean, you get a fun line from him though, Cake Eater, when
Dude,
when he's calling
Cake
Banks. Well, Cake Eater is apparently there's like a really ritzy suburb called like I wrote it down, Edina, Edina.
Okay.
So Edina, in Minneapolis, where people like that's what they call them. They're like, oh, they're the snooty cake eaters because they get everything. You know, they have their cake and they eat it too. So
I
they're
see.
like the whole bit. It's like an inside.
Dude, that's
dig,
gonna
and I was
be
like,
when
hell
you're
dude.
calling up at the upper crust, dude. It's the cake eaters now because that's
cake
the
eaters.
perfect thing they yell at every time, like because they're like, you fucking cake eater, and then even at the end when like their friend, the one kid that comes over from the Hawks,
he's like,
and he's like,
you
I
cake
just want to
eater.
play
You know,
hockey, and they're like, you cake eater, but you're really one of us, like joshing him, and I'm like, yeah, they say it all the time, and I'm like, damn, yeah, you fucking cake eater. I'm using that. Like,
it's good. Yeah, it's a good bit.
It is pretty good. I know I liked, and of course he's like one of the comedic ones is like the goalie kid who's like scared of getting hit, and then they just
Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg, and they just
He's
strap
my
him to
favorite
the
character,
goal.
like,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
well it's because he's like the funny, goofy,
He's the-
comic
Right.
relief fat kid.
Yeah, do
that's
you remember him
that's the most
heavyweights,
lines.
dude? Oh, so good, dude.
Oh yeah,
Heavyweights. That's the same, or not the dude who wrote Mighty Ducks directed Heavyweights.
that tracks.
And so
I don't
and
really
so, like,
remember
it's-
heavyweights that much either, but that one I did watch as a kid, but I don't really remember it. But
Oh,
we'll have
dude,
to-
really? We should watch it again.
we'll have
It's
to go
not.
back and do
There's no
Heavyweights.
sports in it, but it's like Ben Stiller is amazing. in
yeah,
it,
yeah,
dude.
it's the fat camp or
It's
whatever.
great. Fat Camp. Yeah, that's
it's awesome. Yeah, we'll do it. Fat movie month. I don't know. Every month is
I
fat
know.
movie month around
Actually,
here,
dude,
baby.
we really could. You could do like Norbit and shit, dude.
Dude,
I
you
mean,
can do a
you
few.
could really,
Shallow
you
Hal.
really could get through
Get
some,
some
yeah.
really
Oh
terrible
yeah. Oh my God, dude, Shallow Hal's so bad. I really want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it forever, and I'm curious how bad it's aged.
I guarantee you it's aged terribly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. I don't know. This I don't know. I came around.
I'm really running out of things to say. I feel really bad. I can tell you right now though, that Amelia Estevez is Charlie Sheen's brother, and like,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that, but then when I saw that fact, I'm
yeah.
like, they look identical.
I was
They look like-
wondering-
they look so similar. I thought that, but I didn't think that. But once I knew that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
that
whoa,
tracks.
crazy.
I know because I
he was
didn't
gonna
look it
be-
up, but I was
Yeah.
like, this guy is familiar. Like, is he in anything else? I didn't look it up though. I should have just to see because I'm like, he looks so familiar, but he's not just the Mighty Ducks guy, right? Like, or is he? But the fact
No,
that
I mean,
he's
pretty
been
much.
in every Mighty Ducks movie is means that he is
Yeah.
the Mighty Ducks guy. Like,
He's been in them all, man. He I don't know if he was in the Mighty Ducks. There's a Mighty Ducks cartoon that where they're like, it's basically they're like biker mice from Mars and like shark,
Yes.
whatever those called, like street
dude,
sharks.
Street
Like,
Sharks.
they're
like Street Sharks.
they are. Oh no! I thought about it too much. Oh, no! Please, no. We do not want to do this again. They're
Anthropomorphic.
ducks, though.
Oh, they're ducks?
Anthropomorphic. They're ducks. They're real ducks.
Good.
And they have, but they're
Oh, so like
they're
the logo
space
where it's like the
aliens.
duck.
Yeah, the logo
There's
with the duck. Yeah,
alien
but they're space
hockey duck?
aliens that fight with like hockey sticks and shit. Yeah,
What?
look it up, dude. The
Yeah.
cartoon. It's pretty. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess
He,
compared to like Street Sharks, like they got some pretty. I don't know. This it's weird that leap though, right? Because it's like again, like the zaniness. I think is the worst part about this movie, and they're like, that's what we got to run with. This mostly grounded, inspirational kids sports movie that's about like finding the integrity of it and the teamwork of it. That somehow adapts into a real life hockey team as well as a cartoon spinoff where they're actually space ducks is wild and like what, like 5 sequels apparently or something like that, which is pretty
I know. Yeah.
pretty crazy. Maybe this is early, but I'm curious with the sequels and everything that it's sparked, and everyone but me seems to have a nostalgic memory for this movie. What did this make, and like how much did it cost? Because it's like,
Yeah, we can kind of sneak into a little bit of money minute here.
yeah, because I'm my curiosity, because it's like I might have done well.
I'm
I've seen the VHS.
I'm blown away. It was like 10 to 12 million to shoot,
Okay.
which seems, and it was like a tight month budget, like, or month shoot. Like it was really quick and really easy. And something that was really fun is
This is a Disney Channel original movie before
what's-
Disney Channel. Like,
right. No, literally.
like this
And so
is
it's like,
what it is. It feels like.
and this is like the template basically. And so, but what's really cool is on set they had a no bullying policy where like the kids weren't allowed to like diss on each other and shit and be like rude. And a kid actually got kicked off. Like
really?
The guy who plays Banks, that character is like he came in shooting in between because they kicked off the other kid. Like,
It went to
was
his
like-
head. He was really
being-
just like the best. He's like, I am a cake eater.
yeah, really though. Yeah, he was just being a dick to everybody, and so I'm like, that's kind of interesting. Like Disney's usually like, you got to take pictures of your feet and send them to us. And
Yeah,
that's
right.
Like, that's the clause. Like
Yeah.
it's like usually it's
Hey,
not. It's very.
They
you never
are, but
hear,
that's
like, a no
Nickelodeon
bullying.
in that instance.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's right. That's Nickelodeon. They're
Any-
the degenerates.
Any kids one like this, though, it's like, yeah, they're kids in movies don't necessarily have the best track record for being treated well. So that is
No.
sort of nice
Especially-
to hear,
Yeah, especially now. I guess this is the budding of treating children a little bit better, but even still, I mean, I don't know, man. Disney and Nickelodeon, all of them, it's like working with kids, it's brutal. But this movie was like 10 to 12 million, but it grossed 50, which is fantastic, which is great.
Did it get a theatrical release then, right?
But yes, it did. Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is totally like a
It feels,
Disney movie. Like,
yeah,
it just-
I wasn't sure because this is one of those movies where it's like, again, because I guess I haven't seen it as a kid, but I distinctly remember those fat Disney VHS cases that like open, the big white ones that open. I remember that one.
Oh my God, what's it called? Something clamshell. They're called like a certain thing, clamshell.
I remember
but
seeing
those
that.
big puffy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
As a kid.
movie, this Mighty Ducks didn't get a puffy clamshell.
Didn't it?
The sequels.
Oh,
did.
okay, maybe.
So
it was the
this
sequels then.
one
Yeah,
didn't,
so
but
I
the
don't know.
sequels did. Yeah. So you've seen the Mighty Ducks logo
Yeah.
on a puffy case
Yeah.
for sure. But anyways, this one didn't. But anyways, this made more money. It made $54 million on VHS. It was like in the first year, it like blew
That's awesome.
the fucking
It's like
doors
as much
off
as
of
the
VHS.
theatrical.
Dude, VHS is crazy, man. Like I can't believe like VHS and DVDs. Like that really is a market. Like that. I mean, we've said it before on here, and it's like it's very popular nowadays. But like it bears repeating. Like the straight to DVD and the DVD and the VHS market, that the home theater market like is dead now, and like video on demand has killed it, and it really has like taken these small budget or these medium budget movies from us.
Really
Like,
though,
it's
because
crazy.
they would make
Like, it's
so
so
much
wild.
more on the back end. Like if it didn't perform,
So
or they
much,
or they
dude.
can only pay to get it in so many theaters, they're like, it's okay, we're gonna recoup costs when it comes out on DVD or whatever. And
Right.
that's just not a thing anymore. And so you really don't see. Like, you don't see your Splinters, you know what I mean? You don't see those type of movies as much.
I
just 'cause
know,
it's-
dude. Yeah, you don't really get these movies very much, and I think or you get these movies,
But
but,
the
you get
direct to
the
streaming.
watered down version. Yeah, direct to video on demand, which turns into like probably a $4 million budget, if that. It's like even a more micro budget. And then the budget's probably like folded into just like all of Disney or whatever. I don't even know how that works. Like,
Yeah.
for
Nobody
Disney Plus and
does.
shit. Like, yeah, no, really, yeah, they don't really know how it works either because money just keeps pouring in, and then
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel gets fired. But
And then the people who actually make the movies don't make any money because it
I know,
goes
they
to the
really
corporate
don't.
overlords.
What happens nowadays is they're even more contract, but then they have to like they have to be like, all right, they get 5 movie deal and they get to make 5 movies and they make $1 million a movie, even though that movie probably makes $50 million. They probably don't get options or anything anymore.
No.
Back in the day when you could be like, oh, I'll take a small percentage. I'll just take like my directing fee,
Well, it
and
was-
then I'll just take like a percentage of the back end. About to take a percentage of DVD sales.
It was quantifiable,
yeah.
but now that everything is a subscription
Yeah.
service, you can't be like it's all based on like, oh, how many minutes
The slush fund.
watched, and like it all
Yeah.
like is bundled together. Where back then it was like, no, we released it at home, and it was a direct unit that you would sell for a profit.
I know, dude. It's like the gold standard, man. We got off the gold standard, baby. We
Bring
don't know
back
what to do
the
anymore.
puffy
We're
cases.
spiraling.
Yeah.
God, dude, and don't get vaccinated. That's also this is like the cult of I don't know, the cult of conspiracy knowledge now.
I know, right?
Because I'm just like, dude, it's all gone, man. What'd they do with it? It's such a bummer.
It is a bummer. It's too bad. I guess it makes.
please.
Yeah, please, please.
There's like measles outbreak here in Utah. And it's fucking
it's stupid.
disgusting, dude. It's
Stupid.
crazy. It's crazy, man. Like it's like
It's
yeah.
so dumb.
Anyway,
I,
not to get too political, but but dude, yeah.
It's makes sense that this so that made that a lot of money, and on that budget, which of course it did. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the other movies like this that are came out,
dude,
because it's how many other repeats, you know?
I'm actually we got to do not now necessarily, but
No.
a category you could have done it's it's funny how it took a long time for this style of movie to really take off, because fucking, what is it? Bad News Bears? No. Is it Bad News Bears?
Bad News Bears is
What's the
a movie, yeah.
No, yeah. Is the the baseball kids, right? In
Yeah.
the 70s?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Okay, so Bad News Bears is the first movie really to be this
That makes
wacky,
sense.
zany kids, curmudgeon kids that can't
That makes
get it
sense.
together, and the coach is kind of sour, and then they they all turn around and get a heart of gold, and they get the win, and then you didn't get that many of those type of movies from 72 or whatever when that
Yeah.
hit until the late 80s, and then all through the 90s.
That's
you
true.
had these, and I think my personal favorite, which let me know what you think, but Sandlot.
I knew Sandlot was yours, yeah.
Obviously, it's filmed here. It's funny because I'm not even a big baseball fan. I actually kind of do really like the idea of baseball, how it's all it's the game doesn't mean anything, but it's all the statistics and all the averages and
Baseball's
how the
baseball's
game
pretty cool. It's 1,000 times better than
micro-
football. Fuck, I had to watch football on Thanksgiving, and I'm it
100%,
sucks.
dude. Football is I don't know. I
So
don't want to watch
boring.
it. It's I talk about hurry up and wait. That's kind of
Yeah. Oh my god.
even though baseball has a lot of that, but baseball has just the you're just chewing, you kind of spit, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, well, let's get out there, and it's we all got something to do, boys,
Going to the ball game. That's what's up.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sandlot, dude, what do you think? What's your?
I don't
'cause
know.
It's you've got what is it, the Little Green Giants?
Yeah,
I think there's one that's
is Karate
soccer.
Karate Kid. Does that count? Because I like Karate Kid, but it's one
Karate Kid,
dude.
I think Karate Kid is close. I think it can fit. It can fit.
I don't know,
It's
because
fine. Why not?
Sandlot, yeah, too, but it's I didn't watch that many of those types of movies when I was a kid.
Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Those kind of. They just made a bunch of them.
I just
I had a
never.
list,
I didn't have any friends, and it wasn't into sports as a kid. I was a lonely kid that didn't play sports, and so
what do you just watched Elephant
I was.
over and over?
Yeah,
when
dude.
You weren't allowed.
So I was
You
8.
just- yeah.
I was just alien. I'd watch one of these movies with all these group of friends coming together, and I'd be like, I can't even relate with that at all. Get out of here.
You just watch you watch Crapneck, and you're like, I can't even watch Ken Park, and
Yeah.
that's what we should do. That should be a sports movie,
Right?
Because I was saying what is Happy Gilmore? You tell me out there, everyone
It's
in
a
podcast
sports movie.
land,
It's a golf
and then
movie.
you. No. Is it a golf movie or a hockey movie?
it's a
But it's a golf movie. But
it can be
is
both.
it though? He uses a hockey puck.
Yeah.
He's a hockey man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the sequel. Does he play hockey in that one?
I heard it's trash. So.
It looked really bad.
I
It
don't
looked
know.
like one of those standing.
I'd
around.
happily watch Happy Gilmore, but I feel like I've watched too many. And this is me. We're always I want it violent and gritty. I'm this
Yeah.
and Rango obviously was a exception too, but it's just all these more subtle, I technically kids movies back to back, and I'm I like a good kids movie and all, but I'm no, next, especially since my family didn't even watch this with me, I had to watch Mighty Ducks alone in my office. Was offensive to me personally. I took it personally, and so the next ones it's just going to be the most violent. It's going to be The Wrestler. You know what I mean? It's going to be
yeah,
the saddest ones I can find.
Yeah, some really sad ones like Rollerball or something.
I know. I want to see Moneyball. I want to see Money.
Oh, yeah,
Moneyball. I've never seen it.
Moneyball.
Speaking of baseball, but it's the behind the
I haven't
scenes.
seen Moneyball because
Apparently
it's
it's good.
Brad Pitt is in
Brad
that.
Pitt, Jonah Hill, apparently. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that might make it onto a poll. It probably won't win, but we'll see. Clones of People 2, he wants me to do a lot of soccer movies, and so I'll probably get a few of those on there. I might, since he's
Shaolin Soccer, dude. That'd be sick.
he's such a bro, I might put all of his ones on there. He recommended quite a few that I haven't seen and I've heard about. So.
Oh really? I mean, if he's got enough to fill a poll, just throw him up.
For sure. And I also was like sports documentaries might be kind of fun because I wanted to watch like Beyond the Mat, like the the wrestling one,
30 for 30 and stuff. Those kind of like in there.
There's a lot because I was looking at them all and there's a lot of sports movies, and so I don't know.
I know.
I have to narrow
really is.
it down.
Because we're not sportsmen, so it's
Pablo's gonna be mad when I don't do like a fighting movie or a boxing movie. But it's like, we did martial arts, but I'm like, I feel like I got to put Rocky on there. At some
boxing.
point.
Yeah, boxing it'd be cool to see Creed. I wanted to see
Creed's
that.
pretty good. I've seen Creed at Griffles in 3 chunks at a Griffles donating plasma back in the day.
That's what I was like. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So that's how I watched
parts
Creed.
of it.
Well, no, it was great because all 3 times I went in, they had it on, and so I was able to watch the whole thing in chunks. I was like, someone here is obsessed with this movie, or they just like reset their library. It's just that's all they have.
No, right? Yeah, it's just like the only DVD that's in the player, and no one else wants to switch it. It's like that, or they have like Finding Nemo or something.
I know.
Those are the only 2 movies they probably have.
We'll see. I gotta get back to that. Anyway, see if I got a couple Reddits. Huh? I bet I got a couple.
Yeah,
I bet I
can give you one more. I can give you one more fact of in between. It's no real segue, but it's music in this is crazy. So apparently Queen was heavily attached to this whole film.
What?
But the theatrical release, when it got transferred to VHS and DVD, they took the Queen songs out and they put in this band called the Outfielders.
Some very generic, like early '90s inspirational. Because
winning it all. So at the end, it was "We Are the Champions" by Queen. Was the song that plays at the end of the movie. That would have been good. But in this one, it's "Winning It All." This weird. I remember seeing the subtitle. It said "Winning It All" by the Outfielder or whatever, and then I was like, "Oh, so like Queen did a lot of this," but then like Queen was like, they wanted their money, baby, dude. That's where it's at. Music, man.
It's too bad. I mean, it probably would have been really cool to see in theaters then if like the theatrical release had Queen, and then they just didn't have the rights anymore, so they did it for the home release. They did it something else. The B versions of the inspirational.
Apparently there are some VHS out there that do have the Queen version. Ooh. So it's kind of one of those things where I wonder if someone has that.
That's the ultimate eBay, collectors. Yeah,
eBay.
You get the one that they only released in the puffy case. See,
I know, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, so Michael 1984 says it's good, but I don't think is Sandlot or Little Giants good. Oh yeah, Little Giants. Little Giants is pretty good. I remember that one. He says, I like the kid characters, but I don't think the jokes are as strong as Giants, and it doesn't have the whimsical heart of Sandlot. I do think Emilio is the best part of this movie, though. Thank you. Yes, 100% agree. I mean, he's the emotional core, which I was ready to hate him. Like, I knew early on that, like, they set him up to be kind of a douche, and that was, like, the whole point, and then he changes for the good, and that's, like, his whole arc. But it's just, like, I'm never going to like this guy. Like, it's not even just because he's a douche. He's just, I don't like him. But then I did. I did. I came around. It was him skating. I was running the drills on the ice, and he's like, "No, I gotta change.
No, him.
I'm gonna."
And when he was talking to his old, the old what does he say? He's like, I'm Scandinavian or some shit. Like the dude that like,
the wise black man that's not a black man. He's like an old Scandinavian guy that is like,
yeah, right. He is.
I knew you were you came in the back door like you always used to, and I made these skates just for you.
Yeah.
It's like,
remember,
okay, bud.
Remember when you were a child and you hung out with me? But it's like that's the thing.
I blacked it
that's
out.
Great in this.
This is disturbing.
It never feels creepy, but him like. They're great. I love their relationship. I really thought he was gonna die at the end. I bet you he dies in one of the movies, dude. Like I guarantee you he dies.
You gotta up the stakes.
It's like
he
dies
dies right before the big game, and then you got to win it for him.
Yeah. He's like wearing his skates. Yeah.
I don't know. We got to do it for old Petey. I don't remember his name.
Old Scandinavian giant monster.
Yeah, he is. He's really
square
a big man.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for that comment. And then Clones of People 2 says, I definitely saw this and the sequels as a kid, but I only had a vague memory of this. It's definitely less slapstick than I remember, and it's very rooted in being an early 90s Disney film. I think it does a great job of being a family pleaser kind of film. I was watching how there was constant micro tensions being created and resolved, and this keeps the film on track as a feel-good film. I love how the newspaper inserts and the opposing manager make this little Pee-wee game as big as the Stanley Cup. Overall, it was fun and it was fine. It's not cinema, but it's the type of film many of us remember fondly. 6 out of 10. Yes,
That's,
good,
yeah,
good comment.
great line. I think the
little micro
the stakes.
they're
Oh my
good.
god. It's like they're not montages, but it is. Yeah, it's like showing like their life and stuff, and like giving the game stakes that feel like, oh, this is important to everybody. And it did. And I think like what confused me when I was younger is I thought they played like in like an NHL or whatever the acronym is, but I thought they played for like a bigger team, and then I was like, oh yeah, they're just like it's just like this funny, like the parents are there. It's not like
it's like every time it would cut to like a wide shot on the ice, there's like no one in the crowd, and it looks like they're filming in like an abandoned fucking ice rink. But then like there's like they got everyone crammed into one section, and then the close up of the crowd, the family's being like, yeah, like the one dad that's like, I gave up my overtime for this, you know. And so it was good, but yeah, every time it would zoom out, they're like going down the ice and they're going very slow for what I'm like obviously used to for professionals. It's like they're going very slow and there's like no one in the background. I'm like, okay, guys, like,
yeah. Well, then it's funny. It's like
it's
I couldn't find confirmation on it, but I'm assuming that like a lot of this is filmed with like stunt doubles, like a lot of because there are quite a few times where they'll shoot like a low angle. And it'll show, and I'm like, these are all adults. Like these aren't the kids anymore.
Yeah.
It's like there's varying sizes between all the children, and then it cuts to the stunt doubles scrimmaging and like like fighting, and I'm like, no, these are all like larger people. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. Don't DLE says, thank you very much, Mr. Ducksworth. Quack 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 quack, Mr. Ducksworth. This and D2 were seminal for us, despite not really having ice hockey in the UK. Also haven't seen it for probably 25 years, so I'm looking forward to a rewatch. Several quotes run through my head constantly. Always felt bad for Gordon Banks, too. Some real dad stuff going on in this one, actually.
Yeah. Dads, dude.
There's some dad stuff.
Thank
you
for your comment. You're from the UK, so when you watched this, was it called Champions?
Was that a thing?
Because it was released in the UK, Australia, South Africa, I can't remember, some other places I was reading. And then I like saw a video on YouTube of a dude talking about the movie, and he's from Australia, and he's like, it was the Champions growing up. And then when D2 came out, it was called The Mighty Ducks.
Huh.
And so
I did notice there was some weird naming conventions with the sequels, because I was trying to like, when I was trying to like look up like the posters and stuff to put up for the poll, and it was like they kept accidentally putting in the sequel and it just said The Mighty Ducks, and I'm like, wait, that's not this movie though. Like, I wonder if it's like the release. Huh? Interesting.
And
let us know if you're listening.
Explained.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's like I don't know why they didn't call it The Mighty Ducks. It's not like duck means like beat up your grandma or something in like a different language.
It's
like
what
Australia's
is this
like
strange thing.
Like Mighty Duck means like like arm wrestle your grandpa or something. Like it's like these are. I'm just like this isn't a weird. It's not like Fanny or something. I don't know.
I like when they're like saying they're like all the ways they're like ducks. They're like they're like we're together and they always come up. You don't want to fight the pack. And I'm like and then we got corkscrew penises. And ducks are notorious rapists as well.
We're rapists. Yeah. We're like, let's get out there and let's rape this team like a duck would.
Instead of the win champ. Rape. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're never going to get we'll never be monetized.
Oh my God. What do you know? Maybe by like Big Duck or something, dude. Like,
Big Duck.
Like maybe though, because it's like
I want the real Mr. Ducksworth.
Ducks are proud of their corkscrew penises. Like they've got them.
And they should be.
And really.
Competitive Bet 5831 says nostalgic as fuck for this movie. It was a childhood favorite. quack, 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 me, Mr. Ducksworth. And that kid saying, my job so menacingly has been stuck in my head 4 years. Oh, yeah, dude, that kid. When there's
Oh,
like,
that's
what,
great.
He's like, what have you done? Because that felt real, too. I was hoping it would kind of
Yeah.
keep that intensity. Because that's polar opposite of the zaniness, right? And so that was working for me.
Right.
When he's like, knocks the kid down, he's like, he was one of us. What have you done? He's like, my job. He's the fucking goon, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
he says, fuck Coach Riley. As a kid, I thought he was just a tough love kind of guy. But as an adult with my own kids, dude's a manipulative piece of shit who puts way too much pressure on a pee-wee sport that allows way too many teams into the playoffs. Also, it's weird how serious so many adults take pee-wee hockey, like they ran and told his boss, lol. Overall, my opinion hasn't really changed. I love the movie and we'll watch it again at some point. P.S. You guys got to bring up how hard Charlie is trying to get someone with his mom. Seems weird to me. He is eager.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. And
Thanks,
he's-
dude.
Yeah, he was definitely
Really
like.
comment.
He's like, my mom's bangable, right?
I know. He's literally like, I've been told she has many fine qualities. I'm like, who's telling
Yeah.
you this? He's
And
just like
this is-
his
no, I'm
last
just like-
boyfriend that keeps leaving. Like,
Yeah.
I got baggage. I got a son. And everyone keeps leaving me, so don't break his heart. It's like, all right, calm down.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm like, no. Like your mom. You can't meet somebody and then what the fuck's wrong with your mom? She didn't say I have a son. Like how long? How many? They're like 6 dates in.
it's probably
He's like-
'cause
he's
the
like,
guy
Oh, you have a
is-
child.
the guys she dating previously is like, hey kid, your mom has some good qualities, like her ass, you know what I mean? And so he's like, hey coach, I've been told that my mom's got some great qualities, you know, and he's like, that's not lost on me, Charlie. I'm very aware of her supple body.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really?
Just kidding. She's completely inconsequential to everything, pretty much. It's
Oh,
fine.
really? Yeah.
It's fine.
She's- yeah,
It's for
she's
the
got-
kid,
she's-
though. It's for the
it-
kid. And
You
it-
literally,
there's
when
a-
they kiss at the end, I'm like, okay, they must be together.
Yeah.
They don't establish it at all.
I was like, oh
It's just
yeah.
like, okay.
He suddenly, because it's not for her and Charlie, there's like the stakes, and I guess it's a little bit for the coach or whatever, but he very much is like kind of very tangentially doing this like romantic thing on the side that's not really plays into it. Like she does.
It's
Not like she
it's
shows
a
up at the
Disney
big
trope.
game and they have their
had to have
thing
it.
together. Yeah, but they could have brought that around. They could have built that in because
Well,
it was fine, and they
I-
could have
I'm
been
surprised they
more
didn't
about
do,
that.
like-
Could have been more about it.
They could have kept like bang bang bang, like had a dead wife, dead dad, his hockey like mentor dies. Could have had like I was waiting.
Kill 'em all. I know.
Apparently the script, the original script that like got greenlit but then was rewritten, was like super dark. Like he was basically like an ex NHL player, and he starts coaching little league to like get back at his coach again. It's similar to that, like in that vein, but like he's an alcoholic, which they kind of kept a little bit in this movie, but like kept it really brief.
Yeah.
But in that, it's like kind of his through line where he's an alcoholic and he's like a dick. It really is Bad News Bears. Like that was like the biggest influence, is like having that where it's like he was more of a fuck up than being this kind of like hotshot lawyer that needs to learn how to win with his heart and not his aggression. I don't know what else. Win with his heart.
Finding all the loopholes. That's like the one thing, It's like doing all the
Yeah.
whatever it takes to
win,
win, and then
put
finding
the effort in. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Put the effort in to win, even though it's like, I don't know. It's not like you lost that game. Like that really haunt you. Anyways, it did. It works. It works great for his character.
It's fine. It is a completely fine movie that
Yeah.
I will remember for just like the feel, the vibe. It's very
I can't believe
comfortable.
I can't believe your wife didn't like it, dude. Why the fuck didn't Mary want to?
I just don't think she was locked and loaded for any kind of movie. It's like I don't know. This movie's very comfortable. You know what I mean? It's very safe,
Right.
which is what you want out of this kind of movie. So it's fine. It's like the perfect
I
comfort
know,
food.
yeah, like my back's been jacked up, dude. I feel like I got fucking slammed into the boards, baby, dude. I feel like I'm getting tag teamed on the boards.
tied you to the fucking goal and let the
Yeah,
ducks have
really
at
though.
ya.
And, yeah, just
with their
pummeled me with
corkscrews.
hockey bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Anyway,
Alexa, stop.
oh,
That's my alarm to
pummel
take my
me.
dog out.
Oh, I
so
thought it was
we're
like
gonna, yeah.
it's like
we gotta wrap this
You
up.
wanna
My
get
dog's gonna
pummeled again?
explode.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
God,
done.
no.
I have nothing else to say. Great.
I know. Yeah, it's great.
It's
Thank you
a
all.
fine movie.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
go-
thank you guys all for commenting. I'm glad that it won, and then people actually came and commented it because it obviously has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. So I'm glad to have watched it. If for that alone, but it was a good.
We
time.
needed Air Bud though. I want to see if Air Bud still holds up
We'll
because I
do-
loved Air Bud as a kid.
We'll just do like an animal month. Did we already do that?
We've done we did something like that, talking animals once,
No.
and that was like, and that's in the same. He doesn't talk in it, but same realm of.
We're just
movie.
gonna do anthropomorphic animals month. So to,
Yeah, just
to
so I have to say
ruin you.
anthropomorph. I know, God, I can't say it. It's driving me nuts.
Anyway.
Alrighty, guys, thank you. Find us on YouTube,
Yeah.
Reddit, Patreon. That's the best place to go because we're poor.
Yeah, go and see what movies I put up next week and see what we watch next time. And we'll see you then.
Yeah, thanks for voting, guys.
Yeah, vote. Come talk about the movies with us.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Quack,
Quack. Quack. Quack.
The whole time we were watching this, I couldn't remember if he said if they just said duck, duck, duck,
the goose,
quack.
yeah.
I was like, what are they saying? I couldn't remember. And then it was quack, and I was like, oh yeah, quack.
They're quacking over there. Bunch of quacks. That's good. Okay, bye.
All right.